Right, let's put that fail count down to 0. Right, I'm here, welcome back to some more Kerbal Space Program. Continue with going to Eve. So, last time, science saved up. That's recent accomplishments of our space program have attracted contributions from numerous organizations who've performed a rendezvous maneuver around Eve. It was totally a rendezvous and not a separation. Of Eve, let's head over. Our plane. Actually, I think first, go to the relay. Bring that down, then get the scan. Notes and so that works. So 3-minute burn, so a minute and a half each side. It's a simple way of doing it at least. And then physics warp. This. You have done the orbital scan. I wasn't expecting it to transmit, so we do have a bit less battery power than I was expecting. Hopefully it won't be enough. Hopefully we can see the sun. I don't know where the sun is. Oh, no. Look for the new node. I think I still need another maneuver to get us into a circular orbit. Oh. So let's just quickly do that one as well. But we do have the orbital, or the polar information at least now. Quick save, and then up a bit more. So, a bit less than 3 minutes this time. So, a bit less than a minute 30. And let's physics warp that as well. Yeah, perhaps to slowly get brought down. Yeah. I think the gravioli detector, graviton detector, whatever it's called, work. For different biomes above in space above Eve. That's fine. So 283. Now we're starting to just decrease. That's good then. Should be able to see eccentricity 0.0001. That should be fine. Yeah, if we go to Gravitron of Highlands, I guess we already have sent that one. Now, I think the one NASA has actually done with this beam, or I guess there's been multiple magnetometer missions, but I know one of them at least was like when it would extend, it would twist out rather than just going straight out. Anyway, let's bring that back in. In any case, we now have another satellite if we need it. Inside our other base. Sure, let's call it a heliplane. Really, why not? Not set that as target. Let's just switch to it. Have here heliplane. And the only way to deorbit it will be using this stage. Guess we will have to do it that way. Let's from periapsis down. Make it a bit slower. I mean, we do have the heat shield, so we're probably fine from that height. Also, this making it smaller should make it easier to pick out a landing site for ore. I guess we'll do that. What to do? So, bring the spring strength and the damper strength down. I believe the forces will be stronger on Eve. So bring the damper strength down especially would help let it sink. And warp. Aim camera. I might just undock this, let the other part fall to the ground. Don't leave debris. Just have this floating thing. I'm now kind of wishing that I had left the truss in. Yes. Somewhere down here, I believe. Move this cross. EVA construction. Make it look a bit less ridiculous, but only a bit. Yeah. straight line. Would like to be able to rotate the camera, but I guess hard to get that to happen. Ah. Guess I can put it behind this panel there. On the bottom side now. Yeah. Somewhat straight. Hard to tell. That was one for relays, right? Yep, we are on track for that. Okay. In a third of the orbit, no, in another orbit of this one will have a similar thing happen, so let's not. I guess that also means we have gone past the maneuver node. Let's freeboard. Yes. Slightly concerning. Let's first move the periapsis down just a touch. Then there shouldn't be risk of us hitting something mid-burn. Although that would be hilarious. Physics warp that spin. And time warp for us. Time warp for the rest of the distance. Wait, what do I have in the way of one, and then two, I guess. Would like to be able to better control for the aerodynamic forces, but oh well. Just quick save, time up a bit more. That should do. Another maneuver here to bring apoapsis down. That should also do. I do wonder what a lot of these decouplers are. I feel like that should be the only decoupler left, really. That one. Makes sense that we get more delta V for off. Ah, right, yeah. Okay. Didn't realize you could do these. Ah, yep. And okay, and the other ones. Okay. Oh, save and time warp. New maneuver node. Minute 30-second burn. And not having any issues with the drop frames from the network this time. Minutes 30, so minute 15. Nope, overshot. Oh well. And then physics wall. So it's perfectly fine with going 4 times speed. Slight yellow flicker, and as soon as I said that it went red, but it's back to green now. Occasional yellow flicker. It seems to be worse in map view, so let's go back. View. Yeah, I was bringing the sides down for yapapsis. Let's leave it at period. On for that as well. Time warp again. We'll have panels for this bottom section. We need to couple this. And batteries, yep. And action wheels. All value will be losing. Minute 30, so 45 seconds. 45. That's physics all that. I'm now also realizing, I think part of the reason I sent these ones at the lower level was because I was thinking, I can use a science lab to level them up once I get to Eve. I can't. I mean, unless I send them off to Gilly first. There should be something in around Gilly there. Anyway. Let's leave that over. Plane. Now we should both be in plane. And yep, alongside aerobatic and parachute. Reaction wheel running, so I guess that makes 3 reaction wheels in craft. Now before we actually orbit, try to find where's a good place. Into green red, yep. But right, yeah. That one first. They've red is the highest concentration. %, nothing remains, so go back to 80%. Equate, that seems like a good place. Not the biggest, but it is on the equator and it's near this interesting lake. There might be something there. I mean, I don't think we're going to be doing any deep sea drilling. That would be an interesting option. yeah, I guess good to go here, because part of a craft, part of use we can use craft for is to scan for those. This does seem like it might have high concentration, but seems good as well. This definitely seems like good as well, but this should do it. It's also in line with the equator, but not near the ocean. Not near any. There, I guess, but I think this, maybe putting a base on the island there would be interesting. Let's go with that. The atmosphere is a fair bit thicker. Maybe around here. Something like that will work. Atmosphere, I think it's at 100. Atmosphere height 90,000. We're at 170. So if I was to let's get an idea of where the atmosphere starts around here. That's where the atmosphere starts. Put my finger on my screen there. Here. Go a bit into the atmosphere. That. I think the atmosphere will start around here. There. I am wanting to land here though. Maybe something like that. Might have to fly across a bit. I think that should do, hopefully. Let's, oops, physics warp currently, so let's just warp across. What 2-second burn. So 21 each side. Then you'll undock. Swap sides. Swap directions. We do have heat shields. From this height I think it will be fine. Shields. And sideways. Let's go normal. So then we should have some separation. Won't just crash straight back into it when we put this back into orbit. Undock. Prograde. Make sure that it is actually prograde. It's okay. Goes back into orbit. We go for 100 something kilometers. Circular. As long as it's out of the atmosphere. And still switch back. Good. Now let's couple this of it. We are separated from it. Take the heat shields. and point prograde. Try to. Might not stay pointing prograde during the descent, but oh well. Now let's just time up. Hit the atmosphere. In topwards and quick save. So these are locked. Good, sure. Starting to get a red glow here. And that's where I wanted to land. Might need to go backwards a bit. Might start off with the island and then fly back across here. Now getting some slight heating on the wingtips there and on the tips of the propellers. Very nearly the rest of it is covered. Now, that is glowing a bit more red hot than I would like. Angle of attack 87 degrees. The main helicopter blades are completely protected, at least. Then when I thought that looked like it was off center, but no, that seems okay. Oh. Are drifting slightly. I don't like that. Relative to the surface. Oh. Okay. Seems we are recovering. Surface size is now 48 kilometers. Here we can... What the? That? What? What? Maybe I shouldn't have. I just wanted to see what. Ooh, I think we might have actually lost the. Yeah, we definitely lost the Clampetron. Maybe instead, I will use the shield decouple thing first. Into ourselves again. And prograde. Should protect as much of the craft as possible. This rear heat shield is mostly to be able to keep us pointing the right way and not tumbling. The heat shield at the back. I was thinking, we're past most of the re-entry issues, heating issues. We shouldn't need the heat shield anymore. I'm not sure what that was about. We are getting just wing tips there, the helicopter blades. Maybe the reason I was thinking it was off center is because... And once again we are dipping down. Just trying to pitch up as much as not working. We don't seem to have any heating issues. And down to break past mark effects, I think. Okay, maybe till it's a bit lower down. My thinking with detaching the rear one first, it will slow down faster than we will. We should have more... Oh, we should have lower lift coefficient than the rear one, so it should just pop off. Quick save here. Couple that. Yeah, like that. That was the plan. Don't know why. Yes, detached. But let's get a bit close to the surface, I guess, now. And I think it's fine to unlock now. Go. Save. To 80%. Plus. And where we want to go. Over there. I guess we'll splash down first. That is part of the contract. Splash down into the oceans of Eve. Not going straight down. Maybe once we're a bit closer to the surface. Maybe 10 kilometers up. I look in here, we should be able to get the air pressure. No, that's not what I want. 20 kilopascals. Oops. Atmosphere analysis. Transmit that. Go up in the further up atmosphere. Over Eve's crater lake. Interesting. Doesn't tell us much more about what makes crater lake interesting, but okay. Since I was saying of the atmospheric composition. Wanted was readout. Let's pin that. Guess once we get to 100 kilopascals, which is sea level atmosphere on Earth, I'll flip us around and then detach this heat shield. I think, yeah, it's finished sending. Not? Run it, it's still... loading. Didn't see it get cancelled, but I wasn't paying much attention to it. Does it talk a bit? Okay, there we go. 200 data received. Now if I run it, yeah, won't say anything. Okay, so we are over 100 kilopascals. Let's try to point retrograde. Might be a bit difficult. Okay, maybe using the helicopter blades. Pin those up. Should be able to pull ourselves upward. I think. That should be pulling us. did I... These have torque. Also spinning. That's also having torque. Why? Oh, right. Shift wheel is that one. K is for swing. There we go. Beep. But twice the atmospheric density now. It's open sea level. Nope. So we just lost control. Interesting. Okay. No. Save here. Couple. That works. So, controlling from here, yeah. Eee. And I think 9 will reset it. Yes. Now we can use forward propellers. Too high above the surface to use that one. Go inside. Deploy scanner. 5.3% surface. Net access. All of this is 5.3. And we need to go... So. We need to go... Currently going north, we need to go west. $70. And that way, and oh, that's speeding up nicely. Going over 100 meters a second. Gravity scan can't be done now. Interesting. Pressure data, but the size, yeah, that for now. And we should be heading right way. I can speed more. Well. 110 meters a second. That's all right. Now this might be a fair distance away, so I'm going to try physics warping. Nope, let's not. Okay. I have heard you, game. Wow. One thing I do wonder, would going lower or higher make us go faster? Obviously, advantage of going lower, you've got more air to pull, so your propellers can do more. Yeah, downside, obviously, is that you've got more air to push yourself through. got more resistance, and so that would slow you down. Going up, less resistance, but also less to pull yourself against. Vertical lifts, I'm guessing that depends, yeah, that will depend on what side, if it's going up or down. Meanwhile, forward lift, that's around 13 in each time. In the newtons. This might take a while. That's where we're going to. And that's roughly how far we've travelled so far. It is being weirdly buffeted around. Guess that might be what happens when you're at 200 kilopascals. Nope, that was slow stuff. Okay. As fast as it goes currently. I look at the prop controller, open up the editor, maybe the blade deploy angle 35 currently. Just a quick save before I try to edit this. Everyone is up here. Oh. Oh. Can't change it. That I have to drag it. 3.47. 0.47. Right. No, that's going down. Okay. This 5 again. Yeah, that's 35. Going faster with this bin, trying to get it up to 7. Does make sense. Over 45 probably cause issues. And now I wait, I guess. Going lower, and speed is going up. Oh. Gravity, potential kinetic energy into kinetic energy. I'm up. Stay stable though. Up slightly, and speed was still going up for a second. Don't know if it's still going up though. I know it's going down. Oh well. I zoom out more, let's see how close to the right direction are we heading. Mostly the right direction. I'll just need to... Oh. That way-ish, I think. Kind of direction the plane's travelling in. That seems good. I think that seems to be the highest location over there. Go to Crater Lake stuff first. I do wonder, this is the crater lake, what the island biome is. I don't think I can really see. Here, let's select all. Bring up the data stuff. I guess we can observe the mystery view. Observe data. Science. Or flying at Eve. Okay. Data of that one across as well. That one's less important, but we transfer the data. I'll reset it. Anyway, not in the air at least. We will be able to reset it once we get to the ground. Progress is being made. About halfway there now. Mm-hmm. Rescan can't be done right now. Interesting. Could be. Oh, contract parameters complete. Excuse me. Oh, debris. Wasn't until after splashdown that the engineers reminded us that your seat cushions could also be used as flotation devices. 360,000, nice. Both first milestones. Splashdown of Oceans of Eve. Okay, well I would still like to officially splash down as opposed to unofficially. I'm surprised that the debris, or that we were close enough to let the debris survive down to the surface and didn't just despawn. Yeah. Venture the atmosphere, okay, yeah. We splashed down on the Oceans of Eve, yeah. Make ground contact. Yeah. I guess we haven't actually touched the ground. Makes sense. Only the oceans. Magic refresh. Yep, first commenter for today's stream, yep. Okay, yeah. Refresh. Not really helpful. Can I increase the... That changed anything? Oh well. Refreshing on its own, but can't really see any difference. Could be getting close-ish. Ooh. Oh, right. Oh, I've apparently splashed down with a heat shield. I don't think that should count for the contract, but it does. Oh yeah, that's slowly changing. Copenhagen. Currently at 2 times the atmospheric pressure, or sea level atmospheric pressure. Oh, surface speed slowly going down, I guess because we are slowly going up. Yeah. So I think we might go a bit faster if we're close to the surface. It's hard to tell. Atmosphere does weird things. I think, yeah. No meaningful lights. Let's put gears down. Be on target. Yeah, it's more like over there, but has the highest orb, that's fine. Splash down around there and then maybe drive up onto the land. The Pale's counter is accurate. I don't know what you're talking about. There might have been a slight mishap where physics didn't physic. Wonder if I decouple that, no change, I'm guessing. Pale's count is accurate. No. 0. It resets each stream. Now I'm going for about 5 minutes. I've gone this far, I think. It was like 47 minutes into the stream last time I checked. So then start to dive down. I am flying over to near the ground so that we can also do a ground contact. And also we'll be able to scan the area for ore levels. Yeah, looking at the speed, going up it seems we have a lower maximum speed. Might actually be fast to zip down. You can see surface speed is going up steadily. Well, much ankle change. And of course, too high to use the surface scanning module, but I can just put it off to the side. We are low enough. Interesting, Kerbal access doesn't go all the way across, but the others do. Don't remember what level the surface scanner starts working again. Last I checked, what? That's the RTGs. Why? Scary. Why do we have heat gauges? I do not like that. One bit. Let's go to higher atmosphere for now. Need to update the fail counter? Not yet. But why? nearly at land. Would like to be diving down right now. No, I'm not too sure. Dipping down again. 10 degrees. If the temperature gauges move at all. Oh, are starting to get mark effects. And yeah, we are definitely going faster here. So if I let off, I'll lose a lot of that. Yeah, fair chunk of it. Keep diving down, bro. Okay, so apparently surface scanning module can be used to an altitude of 1 kilometer above the surface. Once we're down to 1 kilometer, it should be fine. Temperature gauges aren't moving at least. More comfort. And I don't think I was able to get it up to 120 meters a second on Kerbal. And I am slightly concerned with X. It doesn't seem to be increasing beyond that, so I'm assuming the air resistance is beyond what the propellers can pull out now. So we are actually still increasing speed now, slightly. Getting nearer to the shores. I do not like being there. Don't seem to be moving. Oh, also aren't going away. The RCGs probably don't like vape. Oh, you can see time now. The ocean has higher ore levels than land at the moment, seems. Strange, because this should be a high spot. %. Yeah. Down in that lake. I make a waypoint there. No, it's not quite up the lake. Okay, right. Shoreline and then like main areas or something. data. Where? Shallows. And here's yet enough bio. .19 down to 2.3. Bit more. 2 kilometers above the surface now. I think I will pull back on the throttle a bit. A little too high for the surface scanning module. Assuming the brightness here might be height levels. Doesn't seem doing anything when I click on that. Local display mode one. Name 2.37. Bridge. At 3.5. Bravo. Okay. Not supposed to show the current location. Are you? Something's definitely happening, I think, with the scanning stuff. Let's pull the throttle back. There to come in for a nice soft water landing. So I can't see how rough the terrain is. Water seems safer for now. Down. Landing legs out and turn the lights on. Temperature one. Temperature. Okay. Speed data, we can that in 700 meters above the surface now. 0.478 average. I guess it's scan of it shows the no? Maybe it needs to be landed or something? I don't remember how it works. But they're also saying 2 different amounts for the surface average here. And even this average 4.49 doesn't match up with 4.78. Oh, quick save when about to crash. Well, the game certainly doesn't have faith in me. Oh. But this will be a bit easier to get to land. A bit towards the shoreline here. 100 meters up. I mean, I think how blades can work as feathers for water. Now at 5 times atmospheric pressure. Not seeing the light coming off the water, which... And we're only 20 meters up. Let's put the blades on and accelerate. Okay, and now if I press 9... So now we can slowly go down. Here we go. Put brakes on. Now splash down properly. It's still saying 4.78 average. This 4.19 average. So collect some more data though. Ah, since I hadn't done resource analysis maybe? I don't know. That still seems to be the same, I think. Oh no, it's different. Okay. Can I log data now? Yes. Okay, might need to be on the ground properly for that. Oh, I forgot to do crew reports, I guess. Report from shallows. Jordan, what do you think of the water? Now, let's do some science. Playing golf from the back of the I did not see where that went. Assuming you did. Watching the astronaut look through the EVA science kit has given us conclusive evidence that the new situation has not improved their creativity. Unfortunate. Initial testing of off-world sporting possibility years ago. Not only did the ball flight characteristics allow for some spectacular shots, but real estate prices are currently still a bargain. Now, there are some other costs involved, unfortunately. Hello? There we go. Oh, you're back on board. Still have temperature gauges. Save here. Oh, me. Did stepping out onto the plane wing count as ground contact? There's start trying. Boards. Move gear up, I guess. Now, I think normal blades would not like this at all. But I'm going to say that these are specially designed blades with the expectation of landing in water and using them for this purpose. not see anything being... Ooh. That's one for the fail counter. I forgot to put the wheels back out. Let's just leave the wheels out. Be more drag, we won't be going as fast, but that will be fine. That one is a full fail. Oh, okay. Oh, 4.78. Can go faster. Then it starts going slower. It seems to be about the sweet spot. Let's slow down a bit before we round. Okay, that's first wheel down. Okay. Somewhere relatively stable. Relatively flat, I mean. .7. Maybe at the top there. And quick saving and quick loading did not get rid of it. I think that's saying that's where we currently are. I don't think makes much sense, unless that's water. Now this is going... Ooh, there's some high, range where it's 8.41. And once we get up to here... Okay, that is a promising band. Change color, no. That's waypoint there, I guess. Does seem to be heading more towards that high density spot. Think. Huh? No, that might slightly. I think improves the of transmitting. Your resources are fine. You have enough electric charge to send it all. Go. Oh, that's last one. Science report from crew reports. And lands. Okay, look at the action group. Let's collect all 6s to. Bunch of science. Vibration so silent might be enough to map the interior structure of a planet from seismic scan. This might be an atmosphere, but it's definitely not something you want to breathe. Okay. Wait for this to finish. Maybe I think reset the scientists to reset the experiments. About Jordan drop down to the surface. A harder fall than expected. How they be? Just enough ground clearance. Of Science Junior. Ooh. For it, which means we will need to restore this one. And there we go, restore. Back. Close the doors. Quick save before dropping. Back. For a second then I was worried that I had left it a bit too high up. Oh. Those. Save. And let's up to sunrise. Maybe that, yes, that gets rid of the heat stuff. Nice. So, all first milestones. We've walked on the surface of Eve, we've landed on the surface of Eve. Touchdown confirmed on Eve. Any crash you can walk away from counts as landing. Very good advice to live by. We've taken our first steps towards exploring Eve. Let's keep going and see where it takes us. Nice reward. Now to do a couple more. Volcanic rock. Okay. Pancake dome. Also, just here. Run analysis. Done apparently. I will pin this. Or actually this gives longitude and latitude and biome already. Okay, don't need. Does not like being edges of the screen. cycle display mode. Not doing anything, oh well. Change colour. It might actually be useful. Maybe. Anyway, pancake dome, kind of rock. Where have they found? Hello again. There was one fail. But we are now on the surface, trying to find where to find these surface features. Wiki seems to be down. I mean, I've passed. Yeah, because I haven't gone and actually put in a proper thumbnail in for them. Okay. And where's the best? Oh. Probably extended landing gear. Lights off. That's. Something like that. Again, to get rid of the aerodynamic stuff. When I get the time, I've been busy. We'll be able to update thumbnails. Now, not giving details there. Quick save. Back to the Space Center. I'm pretty sure it says where to go, what biomes to look for it in the contract. Space mission control. Explore the sun. Enter coming from orbit of the sun. That'll be an interesting one. Except that. Ow. That as well. Use surface outpost on Gilly. That scan from Tylo, checkerboard. Don't know what that is. Rescue someone from orbit of Eve. I mean, I'm not in the habit of misplacing things at Jebediah Kerman's junkyard and spacecraft parts co. But we may have lost something big. So apparently Akagara's having a lot of trouble with their EVA jetpack. So much so the rest of the crew may have forgotten to wait for them to get back to the capsule, resulting in them being left in orbit. Be quite grateful if you could perform this recovery operation for us. Okay, I mean, I will eventually have to recover these Kerbals from Eve. So I guess we can pick up someone else along the way. Might be a few years down the line, to be honest. Satellite and orbit of the moon. Yeah. There's Tyler. Anyway, what I was here for. Find these in one of these in foothills, impact, ejector, or peaks biomes. Okay. Just write that down. foothills. Impact ejector. One is the volcanic rock one. Greatest midlands or peaks. So I guess peaks would be ideal to be able to get both. But we have finally gotten to the surface of Eve successfully. Is there a way to... I don't think there is. I think the only way is from the CurbNet. Although that doesn't actually tell me what the biome is there. Okay, so I guess it's scanner. Oh, actually, I think if a scanner does show, though not necessarily, it won't necessarily show the ore percentages. Let's take off from here. There's something on the surface there. I want to check what it is. I think I do. I think it might be like a rock that you can pick up. Let's get the scientist out. Approx. Didn't see it at night time. Up. I could have moved the plane over closer. Oh well. Probably could have left the EVA jetpack on the space station. Oh well. That might be a bit big to pick up. Guess that's just random terrain. Oh, okay. Time to go back to the ship. Plane. I guess it was in the water, so it counts as a ship, right? Not sure if you can see it, but there's this like straight line across the top there. Let's hop down. I just wanted to be slightly out of the way. This one will do. Okay. Up here, there we go. Cool. Now this time, shall go in search of peaks. Take off. That's not. Get rid of that. Try to go up a bit faster. Track to landing gear. I would say further west would help. This is lowlands. I'm gonna guess that's best midlands. Okay, let's not go that fast. Also spin around first. Want to travel. Very slowly turning around. Okay. 9 to reset the helicopter blades, and now we can go forward. Very quickly getting up to 90 meters a second. Less than a kilometer above the surface. I will try to pull up, see. I don't remember what happens. It just says the ore levels is too high. You can still see the longitude, biome, etc. Point. That one there. That away. And there we go. We're in Midlands now. Go up. The Midlands would have volcanic rocks. Don't know what they look like. We're in Highlands now. Don't have anything of what we're looking for. Okay. Bit more. Just get over this peak. We'll be able to see what this biome is. It's peaks, that's perfect. Not, that's fine too. Let's see what it is at least. Science. Highlands. Oh no, it's still Highlands. What we were just peaks. Okay, yep. What we're looking for. Perfect. That's something down there. Look at. Maybe something there as well. Spin up the helicopter blades. Slow down the propeller. Now reset the propeller blades. We will just auto take downwards. So let's use place, pull us a bit closer towards whatever this is. It's got red on it, so I'm gonna guess maybe volcanic rock. Just a bit closer. Okay, let's the blades back up a bit. Now down. Brought them up so that I would be able to stabilize. Level to the horizon, and slightly to match the surface level. I probably first with this little trick of spinning up the blades, and rotating them. Going back, then yeah, bring the rotation down. Okay, that's an interesting feature, whatever that is. Ooh. Okay, ooh. That's a very narrow band of 8.41. .78, yeah. 8.5. Ah, so it was showing the average, and then need to do the scan per biome, I think. The actual levels. 0.59, 8.60 over this way. This is just showing me the average. Okay, that's making some amount of sense now. If I get rid of brakes, and let's put the brakes back on again. Kind of overshot the target there. Also, reset the helicopter blades. To the left. Here. Peaks. So, can do more science collection. No, I did. That one. Also, neuroscience. Rushing pressure of the atmosphere is causing some of the materials to crystallize rapidly. Now, go through all of them, transmit them. And I think this will all be enough science to finish off the tech tree. No details here. I think I can have 2 transmissions ongoing because I've got 2 antennas. Transmit all, they will be added to the queue. Closes and it will back up again? No? Oh, I guess they all just went really quickly because they were low amounts of data. Okay, there we go. That one's done. So, just one's for the bay doors. 5. Get a bit closer. Might be close. No, no, don't go backwards. Okay, that was. I should have turned the brakes on first. Not run into it. Wheel on it. Save here. The bay doors. Oh. Okay. Let's. Scanning arm. Okay, this is pancake dome. Ah, this is going to use up electric charge. This will move to boarding scan. Because what if I try one of the smaller ones? No target and range. Okay. That's great. Get it to that section. Lane. I would have thought this would be close enough. We are practically on top of it. What if we actually go on top of it? Down. Press 9 to reset the helicopter controls and then slightly. Take off. Now, helicopter controls. Try to land on top of it. Oh. Helicopter controls are hard. Oh. Nope. That one wasn't catastrophic. Still would have been able to fly away from. It's just like to keep docking port. The brakes. Excuse me, the brakes are on. Brakes off and try again. Press B. Brake. Let's just save in again, so I won't have that issue again. Now, take off with helicopter blades. Vertical speed 0. Level off. And still going up. Down. Rotating. Probably because it's not. Is it rotating? Is that wobbling around? Whoa, okay. Ooh, no, I forgot to raise that up. Somehow I did not destroy anything. Go down. Helicopters are a pain. Very useful for going straight up. Okay. Let's try to go down a bit. More, or maybe 50 meters above the surface, and try to reorient on top again. So slowly moving backwards, and we cancel that out. Going right a bit, out a bit, bit more, right a bit more. It's hard to actually tell when we're travelling at. Wobble, but come on. Oh, nope, too much. That really kind of worked, except I pressed the wrong button. Way. Bring down vertical speed again. Stabilize a bit, cancel out velocities. Bit down a bit. Almost was touchdown on top of it. Tiny bit right. Oops. Out. More. That down. Left. Cancel out. Forwards again. Cancel out for right velocity. Meteor-aided helicopter flights are so nice. If only we had that. Nope, overcompensated. Nope. I should into caps lock mode, but first I'll go down. Okay. What's steady? Lock mode did not help. Let's move forward just a tiny bit. Bit much. Come on. Very slowly bringing us on top. Yep. We need to focus on the nav ball and not on the surface, because the surface is not level and flat. Okay. Really hard to gauge surface which way is level. Okay, that's not great. Touch a bit more lift from the helicopter blades. Back on top. Remove the landing gear temporarily. Come down and place landing gear around it. Rock. Have see if I can have some landing gear in front, some landing gear behind the rock. Down. Is this a struggle? Oh, it's just a bit. Yeah, roll controls are definitely a bit more finicky. And the pitch controls. Might just try cancel out the current roll control stuff. Definitely nav ball. Okay. And just try to use, rather than roll, try to use directional and pitch, except that then directional also seems to affect our pitch. Looking promising. We started not quite out. Come on. Okay. Getting there, maybe. Got landing gear on the side of it. Nope, 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 nope. Rotate. Ah. Try using props. Turning left isn't working. Turning right seems to work. Nope. That one was catastrophic. Ooh. I don't like what you're trying to do with that rock. Don't know what I destroyed. Oh, I destroyed the surface scanning module. I would like that. It's for thrust down to 0 so we don't start going. Tiny bit of lift. Okay. A couple of controls of the worst. One day I will get there. Come on. I did think about putting a robotic arm. It managed to save that one. And wrong controls to try to change direction. I did consider putting robotics on, but I was then thinking robotics parts can cause problems, and like especially with a helicopter, I want to make sure the center of mass is consistent and won't change because the robotic part isn't quite in the same position. I guess there is the reset to build angle. Maybe it would have been possible. I would say that's probably close enough. Save here. And pancake dome. No, vessel moving. Bye. Rotating on this. Something else common to contact? Gliding along the surface. contact in 2 points. So slowly just rotating around. Or at least something's going to come in contact. Rotation. Come on. Let's move to the boarding scan. Why does it have to be this finicky? Okay, the nose is on the surface now, I think. It's hard to tell. In camera. I think it is. That help? I don't know. It's just gonna slowly slide off, isn't it? Still sliding. I have the quick save. Try closing it and see if that maybe better slippage. Yeah, what if I go from earlier on? From here. I just toggle brakes quickly. Bring this up. It. So we might lock the wheel in here. Ditch. Try 3. Cannot deploy while stowed. Great, okay. Emit. I think the deploy limits will work like that. Yeah. I was going to say moving. Yeah. Oh, this is such a pain. I have an idea. Don't like that idea. Move the arms back. I could just permanently attach them to the outside. Okay. Let's get Hadbart art. Ooh, actually, I'm not sure, because some of this depends on gravity. Nope. So, I think other Kerbals can help. don't think they need to be engineers. You should come to that at least. I'm going to assume one's supposed to be recent. Over to Headbutt, and I move the small arm. Back to the plane. Target and range, okay. Good. Leave this over. That plane and pancake arm. Yeah, it's totally reading the pancake arm. Okay, transmit that. Beam scanning arm is in range. Be far below the base plate, cannot reach. This one, name, okay. That one. One's now kick arm. Interesting that it's now hitting an object. Switch back to Headbutt. Slightly better. Okay. Oh. Let's get front then. Two. Now if I switch to this. Oh, no, that's a Kerbal. I'll put in the cargo bay. Gears. So at least for the small scanning arm, do it. And it should be easier to get the medium and long ones into a position where they can. Okay. Nope. Nope. Tumble down. timing. Nope. Went through the wing. Okay. There we go. Board. Your turn now. I think might need to be on the other side. That's where the hatch is. Don't fall between, don't fall between. Climb. Pressing climb button. Here we go. Up and up, actually. Okay, that will count as a fail. Once again, missing this surface scanner. So I'm now gonna have to do that all again. Let's just get to the ground. I don't like the fact that it's turning like that. Takes a little stronger now. Let's bring that in. Oh, and to reset the helicopter controls. Off to the top. It's funny how, despite turning, the helicopter blades stay in the same position. Like here. Maybe a bit further. Okay, now let's open up, get both of these out. Guess not gonna need to be sliding slightly still. Going. Now reset the science. to... Go that one. There we go. Heading slightly. Save here. At least. Which engineer? Over to the wing. Up. Go. That's seriously still not close enough. Oh, no, I just... Light scanning. Save. And transmit. Sure, it doesn't affect aerodynamics more than mass. I think you hit the side of a science junior. Well, we'll see. Save. Up. Or range quite yet. Obviously that one wouldn't be landing gear. Yeah. Going to be able to climb on top, although actually should have planted a flag. Oh well. Find a better place to plant a flag. Jordan now. Okay, try that again. Oh. Oop, dope. Kind of works. gear out. Before it closes, it's in range. Up again. Pancake Dome is too far below the base plate. Go a bit higher above it. I forgot about reverse capabilities. Okay, no. V breaks down. That's fat. Down this way. No target in range. Bit closer then. That's basically as close as I can get. Save here. Try to reverse. And brake mode. It's close enough. Brakes back on. Oh, hit an object. What did you hit? Hit the ground. Oh. Like change its orientation somehow. I just need more more Kerbals to do that. Ah. Other thing I wonder. Are they physics parts? Can't check for wiki. Wiki seems to be down. Maybe Google search results will help still. KSP scanning arm. Okay, into the wiki. Just parts aren't working. This is the breaking ground part. Sure, yep. See if they have drag values. They do have a large one is 0.3 mass, 0.3 tons. Maybe they don't have aerodynamics. They've got drag. The scanners aren't in the physicalist parts list. Didn't really expect them to be. So we'd want them in the service bay in that case, but then we can't get it to unfold. Don't look at the features menu, so I don't know what the actual. Oh. Heading position wouldn't help because it's still going to run into the ground clearance issue. Gravity. I don't think that's going to help either. Staying perfectly still hovered above this? I don't think that's going to work. Bit silly. Just how finicky it is. Look, okay. Wanting to look downhill, whatever. Maybe that's volcanic rock, maybe we do that contract first and then think about coming back for this one. Just or not. That's fine too. Yeah. Breaks down a bit. That looks like basalt columns. That really looks like basalt columns. It's going to be the same issues. This won't be able to deploy. If I get in range of it properly. At least basalt formation. Okay. Yeah, so it is. Is there a way to let it clip 3 parts? Oh, okay. If that works. Yes. Time warping it does work. Okay. Don't have a contract for this, but oh, a bunch of vertical rocks grouped one next to the other. They look like old spaghetti that somebody forgot and left there for centuries. It would also be nice if you could no, same vertical interaction. See the range. See how close you needed to get. Go back up to the thing up there. Descend. Round. Oop. Hello, welcome. Trying to do scanning arm stuff and not going great. Set the helicopter blades and now the forwards. Now let's try this again. Close enough. Bring us into time warp, it doesn't care about ground contact. Okay. You ever scientists looked at these large dome-shaped formations and thought, this reminds me of breakfast, likely one with fries of some sort. I thought each arm only did 30% each, or 33% each. Could I just use... No, okay. I do need... No, contract complete. I only need the large one. That would have been nice to know earlier. Okay, well, that's that one done. Now I just need volcanic rock. Should also spawn in peaks. Let's turn brakes off. Oh. Let's just quick save then. I didn't see what broke. I didn't look like anything was actually broken. But okay. Updating the fail counter. I'm not keeping that one as a fail. spamming X and B to either turn on the brakes or put the there we go. The propeller blades at 0. And the brakes back on. And target on range, great. Let's also save here so we don't run into the same issue. Turn the brakes off. Closer. On again. I'm up to it. Transmit it. There we go. It's done. Close up the cargo bay. Yeah, I thought to get 100% you need to do small, light, medium and heavy arms. But I mean, I guess that's mine for future. You need one. Only need the heavy. Yeah, okay, fine. Now. Want to remain in peaks, but I guess I do want to keep this IMs around. So now I need to find volcanic rock in the peak. Try searching over this way. But what's over there? Something has happened. I really shouldn't be happening. All the talk should be accounted for. Looks kind of green. That might be basalt column. Another basalt column. And get KSP multiplayer to work. Yeah. That. No. I think it would be volcanic rock. And get multiplayer KSP working sort of with parental controls on your computer. Oh, it looks like more basalt column. More basalt columns. All I want is the volcanic rock one. It seems to be turning right too much anymore. Although whenever I try to adjust commands, we definitely are. That should not be having that much of an effect. Look about your flying straight. Something's gone wrong. Don't like the rotation of that. This 304 is named Eve probably? Oh right, I forgot to change the Twitch name. This is Eve definitely. It looks more. It looks like another pancake dome on flat ground, which would have been made it easier. All in the peaks biome. That looks like another basalt. Oh. Maybe that rock thing? Can give it a try. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, let's fix Twitch stream name. That's going up to a 4. Okay, it didn't say. Great. Eve definitely. There we go. I think this means I have not scanned this now. Transmit. Save. Set it in. I guess I'll try off there. Right. Off with the helicopter. Helicopter control. Right, turning is very annoying. Why is it wobbling like? Give that a try, whatever that is. It's good. Aligned it so it wouldn't be spinning. So because it's spinning, it's also rotating. Try to get down as quickly as rolling and pitching. Controls. Forwards. If that's just scatter or if it is actually something. Again. Not scatter, but scatter. Okay, have a good one. This is volcanic rock, okay. Yeah. Dual transmitters, even if it's broken. You have repair packs. I don't think the engineer is capable of fixing. Thank you. I definitely need it. Required. Oh, I only picked up one. No. Wrong person has one. Here we go. But that is now all of the kit. Now, save. Load to get rid of that sound. Round. Ding. Deeply. Then try to climb on top of the propellers. Of course, as you do. That is another contract complete. Pancake down data. Service of Eve. Cannon crop data. Priority of my missions. We'll want to continue scanning the surface for 4. 1. Then I will net access. So there's some stuff we analysed yet. But cabinet hacks side. Now off. Let's go line this way. Heading right does actually help. towards Midlands. Faster than I expected there. Architects. Peaks. Islands. Length average. We need to. Yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe that will help. Islands. That's because it's. We were going down, but not fast enough with the slope. Backwards with propellers. Have an idea of I might. Okay, no. Optus. Just lift momentarily there. It's just coming. Doesn't need to be vertical. Run analysis. Interesting. Oops. So analysis for them. I guess if I go into prop controller. 5. Just copy that. Maybe that's why. Maybe it happened there. Yeah, it's definitely a band. Found Midlands, I guess. Turning right again. In Highlands. Mystery keys. Midlands. 12. Ooh. Wow. It takes 3 in this band. They collect. Yeah. And let's get down to the. Let's just have a quick look to see highest. Fortunately, it is in this angle, not insurpassable. Difficult part would be connecting. Maybe we can find a relatively flatter area, like there. That's in Midlands still. If it is, then I think I will plant a flag there. Boldly go. Drop a flag. Glory of the Empire. So we landed without dying. Wondering why it was giving me the option. More science from here? I can't remember. I think I did Midlands. Flying off the edge. This is going to be in the Midlands, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, well. Put the better place down. Okay, well, I guess I will be climbing up on the other side then. Climbing over. Over this bump. Should be getting towards lowlands. Midlands. Is lowland. Stop. Already analyzed, okay. So then going coastline, I guess. So while I'm here, no. Lowlands observations, okay. Tension. Fly. Really could do without the wanting to get to fine. Edge here. On this. Fine. Already analyzed, and I'm going to assume, yeah, already transmitted. Oh. Transfer these as well. Transfer flag on Eve. Really? That was time warp, wasn't it? Why did it break? Also, it's on 0 speed, I'm pretty sure. Zero thrust. I don't know why it would be ending. Oh, I might just end it there for today. We've got all the important stuff on Eve done at least, and they're not completely stuck here. Yeah, all the important stuff's done. Just need to rescue, you from orbit and extract ore. Deliver it to Gilly. Fine. I would have liked to have gone to the Greater Island there, but fine. I hope you've all enjoyed. Let me know any feedback if you're watching this on YouTube VODs. Let me know any feedback you have in the comments, and until next time, see ya. I will send Twitch off to a raid. There's some KSP stuff. Doing some space planes, that might be good. Yeah, let's go see some space planes, why not? Yeah, so until next time. Yep.